Hi, Wells. I got your email and the attachment of your plan project, and I printed them out so I have a better idea of what it is you're doing. I know you're not done with the design, and it's obviously a little difficult to quote on any kind of a figure based on these plans, but we will need obviously more information and details as you get up to Sequim, and then fine-tune some of the plans and the design and how it attaches to the main house in the future. But I do have some commentary that we could go over the phone when you're available. So there is, real quickly, there is issues with septic and how big, and if these are going to be permanent bedrooms. Don't want to use up bedrooms if the system isn't going to be big enough for the final house. That would be over here. So I did some digging through past projects of mine. One of the things I like about what I do is every project is a little different. And here is my website, my-work-photos.com. And then what you would need to do to see some of this, go here to My Work Photos. And then this is just a content page. We have remodeling and additions. We're going to go into there. We have framing only. We do framing and work for other contractors and or homeowners who just want us to do the framing only, and then they take it on from there. And framing might mean also, well, let's just go there. Framing might mean doing the siding as well, but we're pretty flexible. We have done all sorts of different phases of projects based on where people are on their budgets. So this was the project I was telling you about. It says original house started here, salt box home, and we tore this whole piece off because it was added to here in the center, and then later on they added a wing here and a wing there. And this, why it relates to you, is the fact that you guys are talking about doing a building and then adding on the main house, and this particular project is sort of in reverse. So we demoed all of this section, threw it away in the garbage can. That's what it looked like before we got started. I mean, started with the building. And the designer, she designed it to match the old structure right up to the T, like right here. You can see there's quite a bit of good measuring going on to make that happen. So this new section wasn't too drastically below the other roof line or too drastically above the other roof line. This was like a little mudroom entranceway. This is the kitchen window, dining room, master bedroom, and let's see, yeah, master bedroom. There is a bathroom in here and a closet. And then this, you might want to consider what they did here was they put the hot water tank and furnace in its own little room, which was part of the porch roof. There's a French door here. So once this section of the house was done, they moved into this half of the house, and then we gutted the first floor over here and rebuilt the rooms for other purposes. So this particular project is here in front of me. Here is kind of the layout. Here's the mudroom I was talking about. And then there was a laundry room which connected to the existing bathroom, stairway, dining room, fireplace, kitchen. And then this was the old stairway, which we gutted out 2 years later, and they were living in this half, but we gutted that out and refurbished that whole area so the upstairs had a new entranceway. So I'm getting to some other financial details. So that's it. That's the kind of plan that we're going to need professionally for the city. So city or county, whichever, we need quite a bit of good detail from the architect or plan drawer. I mean, we could do it ourselves on a napkin, but the city and county, they want some pretty good detail. We are able to make some detailed changes inside as we go along, but not great massive changes. Here's the upstairs. So we have bathroom, walk-in closet, and a stairway up there. And then they connected the upstairs here to the other upstairs here so that they can get to these bedrooms. So that project, we took it all the way from demolition, concrete framing, roofing, framing, plumbing, electrical, heating, insulation. So, oh, here we go. So, no siding, no gutters, no painting, no cabinetry, no trim, no heating. So the owners, they took on these things, but I did this list, and that was $91,000, almost $92,000 without Washington State sales tax yet. And related to sizing up the two different projects, yours and theirs, their main floor was 720 feet, 560 for the second floor, for a total of 180. So this is the kind of binder I put together for the course of the project, so we know what is going on. Here is another one, which is probably where is it now? Stand by for a second. Oh well, 5. Here it is right here. So this old little cabin, there's a main house next to it that you can't see, but it was old, probably built in the 60s, based on the building techniques. And so we gutted that out, started all over, took off this addition they had on the front, and redid everything. We had to level up the concrete floor. So in this particular case, new roofing, new walls, interior. In this case, we took what was existing, started over, and did everything on the inside. New cabinets, new sheetrock, plumbing, everything. When we gutted this out, it was completely down to studs and nothing was inside. And so this was insulation, finish, and that was a 24 by 30. Let's see. Technically there was an existing bathroom and bedroom in it, so we got away with existing kind of structure. But in that case, we did the whole project 24 by 30. We were about $55,000, and that, once again, my numbers never reflect Washington State sales tax. That's always addition to. But once again, these are the kind of details that we need. We did all electrical, plumbing, started from scratch, new kitchen, kitchenette, little. How this relates to you is it's just a small kind of structure, like kind of what you're talking about, until the main house gets built. This one here, this relates to you probably pretty good too, because this is very similar to your project in the fact that this was a 24 by 40. This is a 2-bay, actually, well, here it's 2-bay garage, and then this was a workshop. So your plans best resemble this type of a structure, where you've got workspace, storage, and your hobby farm details below. And up above, there were no wall divisions, but upstairs they were going to use that for guest bedroom, office space, storage, and craft room. So in that particular case, we did excavation, foundation, removal, stumps, concrete framing, roofing, framing, material, garage door, plumbing, electrical, insulation, sheetrock, garage, stairway, gutters, boom truck, Santa can, all those details, getting the beams lifted by a boom truck, all the Santa cans that we need to use the restroom, all that is in there. So we stopped at that point. They then continued on with either any cabinetry and finish work that they wanted to detail the inside. And that one, $74,252, so $75,000 to create this project, soup to nuts. So that's a 24 by 40, 2-story, 1-bay, 1 shop, first floor, office space, storage, craft area, 2nd floor. So these kinds of numbers will help you get an idea on your budget needed for your project. And this one, if this was the little farmhouse we did, I told you about. In this particular case, we did footing, excavation, footing, foundation. We did not do the septic. None of these projects had us doing the septic and or a well, which if you call, we can talk about well costs. I talked to my excavator about well costs and septic details. So this little house, 1,260 square feet. We've got plus a porch at 252 feet and a garage of 552 feet. We did excavation, concrete framing, roof, windows, doors, siding, roofing, framing material, power hookup, plumbing, electrical, heating, insulation, wall, dry well, gutters, debris hauling, Santa can, all that. Once again, we got another $101,000 without sales tax. So no interior finish, no trim, no cabinets, no floor, no doors, no toilet, no paint. And oh yeah, Brother Mark, he did all the rest of that work to install those details. So that will help. Hopefully that helps your budgeting and see what you can get for the time and energy that you have to spend. So let's continue chatting about the details of your project, and happy to help see where this goes. Travel safe. Look forward to meeting you. Thanks. Let's go here. I'll show you this one here. This one right here, this was a long while ago. We added on to this whole section of the house. So it started with 2 of these windows sections, and then we added this whole part here and then this back part. This was similar to yours, That's probably 14 years ago we did that one. I'd really have to dig up those numbers, but that's kind of close to your project. Living space above, garage down below. And this was another salt box house, whoops, that we did a remodel on. So anyhow, hope that's all helpful. Let's continue chatting. Thanks, bye.